versus Andrew. Round 3. Julia's back, at least for tonight, guys. She's going to be rocking out Infect. Andrew rocking out this Naya Zoo. I'm not sure if it is Revolt Zoo or like just a Naya Blitz. We're going to have to wait and see if he's getting all those Revolt triggers or not with his list. So I wrote it as Naya Zoo, but could be wrong. All right, players could be working their way over here. I like Naya Blitz as a name personally. Naya Blitz. So let's see. Where are the players? Come on, guys. Don't you know you're on camera? Oh, there you go. Lyle's like, no, it's the Naya Blitz, not Revolt Zoo or anything like that. It's his Zoo deck. So perfect. Perfect. Lyle being a nice guy, lending it out, letting someone be able to borrow it for the night. Fast forward. See, I would, but I don't know how far away it is, and I don't want to get stuck where we're caught into it and miss something. But maybe we can do a quick couple second jump. There we go. All right, there we go. Quick jump ahead. Julia's shuffling up. Andrew's shuffled up. Automatic game loss for slow play. Yeah, it's good that these decks don't usually go to time. No, these are two very fast decks, so. Alright, getting the shuffling, the cuts. I'll do a roll off here. 6. 9. Alright. Both players checking their hands, making sure they got creatures, making sure they got some spells. Andrew's fine with his, Julia's fine with hers, and we'll see him fetch shock here. And we're going to bring out Goblin Guide, swing in for 2, trigger. So this is a tougher match for Infect because it's a lot of burst damage coming at you. Not only that, you are dealing a lot of damage to yourself with the fetching and the shocking and stuff like that, and mutagenic growths, and just it's a little bit tougher. But she will be taking 3 more, going to 15 already to get that breeding pool into, looks like, Glistener Elf, and will pass back over. Coddle, Curd, Abe, Lightning Bolt, looks like are the cards that Andrew's got access to. There's a nice Mountain. And Burning Tree, Emissary, gets red and green to his mana pool here. And looks like Curd, Ape, Wild Nacatl are the choices. Swing-ins 2. Julia will drop in 13. Now with that bolt, I personally would have gone for the bolt there. I don't mind saying Burning Tree, Nacatl, Bolt. Because Julia's tapped out, she cannot possibly save it here. But it's also at the same time you're sitting here going, well, I have all these blockers, she can't possibly get through, right? But there are ways, right? There are ways. Distortion Strike would be one of them. Let's see though. Well, Blitz is already a deck. I believe it's blue-red. I mean, I know there was that Prowess deck that was blue-red. But I've always known it like this, like, Reckless Bushwhacker burst damage is like a Blitz style. But maybe there is that Blitz blue-red deck that I just am not as familiar with. It's possible. Alright, here's an elf I'm going to come across. No blocks, Groundswell, +4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine damage. She'll take 4 though. Wait a minute, she'll take 4. Go to 9. Oh, yeah. Alright, so Andrew not as familiar with the Infect deck here. Alright, here's another Curd Ape gonna come hang out. 2, 4, 6, 8. Puts Julia to 1. Oh, okay, so it's like that version of it. Alright, that makes sense. But, alright, so she goes to 1, and then he's like, well, I've got a bolt. Alright, or did I miss a point of 2, 4, 6, 8? I must have missed something here. Because she's still alive. So we'll say she's at 1. But then the activating Ink Moth swinging in for the 10th point of poison there. Alright, let's take a look at sideboards. Julia will take that first game. My math was just slightly off there. 7 points to herself. Took 4 off a Goblin Guide. Alright, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, yeah. Whew, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at sideboards here as these players are going into it while trying to help me out with the math here as I fudge the numbers slightly. Julia's got 3 Kitchen Finks, 1 Pithing Needle, 2 Dismember, 2 Twisted Image, 1 Deglamour, 1 Seal of Primordium, 2 Viridian Corruptor, 2 Dispel, and 1 Unravel the Aether. So, 3 Kitchen Finks seems great to kind of go for that aspect of it, if you're going to be trying to stay alive a little bit. Yeah, Fetch Stock, 2 Mutagenics, so 3 plus 4 equals 7. Then she took 4 from 2 Goblin Guides attacks, which would have been 11 points of damage. And then Goblin Guide, Curd Ape, Burning Tree, 11 would have put her at 17 damage. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so that would have been 20. Oh, that's right. It would have been... So, did I miss that? So, then I'm very confused at why she was able to untap and attack and do stuff. I don't know. Anyway, this match is underway. Fetch, Shock, down to 17, Experiment 1. Now, 7 plus 13 is 20. Would have been Exactsies. So, Cheatsy McGee! That's also it. You know, sloppy play sometimes. It happens. A little bit of mistakes coming from players. Ah, I'm so excited for Tribal Cats. I don't know. Alright, Forest, into a Noble. Pass, turn. Stomping Ground. Takes 2, goes 15. Here's a Vexing Devil. Would you like to take 4? Yes, I would like to take 4. I'll go 16. Experiment 1 triggers. Comes at you for 2 more. Puts you to 14. Fetch land, Blighted Agent. Nope, it's got an elf. Thought I saw a Blighted Agent there. Oh, second Noble. Okay, nice. Playing your lands in front gives you 1 extra life, I guess. Now, the Experiment 1 does have a die on it, but sadly Andrew is using his own dice and not our dice. So we did not miss the trigger. It's just a really light, clear one, so it's very difficult to see. Alright, Andrew's going to take 3 more, though, going down to 12. But now he's got access to all 3 colors. Set up nicely here. Oh, Tarka's Command. It's pretty nice. Works out much better when you have this sort of go wide strategy. Right, red and green. Three damage to you, and I'll +1 the team. I love Vexing Devil as a card. I just never really play him because I don't tend to play too much red very often. I mean, I guess I currently am because I'm playing Kiki Chord, but I don't usually play something that would run Vexing Devil. We have almost everything for the Naya Blitz stuff or the Revolt Zoo at this point. I think we just need Goblin Guides. Alright. So Julia's going to take 3. Goes to 11. Experiment 1's a 3/3 essentially this turn. But actually going to pass. So leave blocker back. I like it. Problem is, Julia has access to Apostle's Blessing. vines that she can kick, mutagenic here. So she'll start it out. Here's a mutagenic. Here's a mutagenic. Here's the vines kicked. So right now, 4, 5, 6, 7. She also got a blossoming defense here. So 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will be 11 with the vines kicked. Wait a minute. Four, 5, 6, 7. So she says, I'll do 7 to you. And then she'll take 2 more to go to 5. Now, I understand what she's doing here, but this is an illegal play. Sadly. So, Apostle's Blessing, 1 Phyrexian, or white, target creature or artifact you control gains protection from artifacts of the colors of your choice until end of turn. So you're naming green, so it can become unblockable. Then, you cannot target it with your pump spells. So she had to have used Vines of Vastwood before playing Apostle's Blessing. Just little nuance things for newer players out there. If your protection is a little bit of a confusing mechanic for Magic, and a lot of people have a difficult time with it. But that is one of the things, like, Apostle's Blessing is a really good card because it can give you unblockable. It can give you protection, but if you choose green, you cannot use your pump spells. So you have to be very careful about that. And that was just a sequencing thing. Like, she had to kill outright. Andrew didn't have anything in his hand that would have worked in that sort of situation. So just for newer players out there, make sure you are sequencing things correctly. Because if you're at a bigger tournament and you try to do something like that at an open, at a classic, at a GP, you're going to get punished for it. And it's not going to go well for you. So just for all of you newer players out there, or maybe experienced players that, you know, still might not be as familiar with protection as a mechanic and stuff, make sure you're getting things down right. So just a little bit of hiccups there for that match, but that's okay. You know, Modern Magic Mondays is all about being educational and entertaining. We're learning here. Our players are learning. You guys at home are learning. We're trying to make it a little bit easier for you guys to be able to make the correct plays. But don't you worry. We know when we see these illegal plays, and we'll do our best to point them out to you guys to make sure that stuff like this does not affect our players too much, because, again, we want them to get better. And the best way to do that is to kind of let people know when they're doing something wrong. So round 3 is in the books. We are just flying through, guys. Round 4. Lyle versus Patrick. We saw Patrick earlier, rocking out Abzan. Animaniac saying, so she technically lost game 1 and could have had a game loss for game 2. Interesting. Yep. And, you know, like, we have our Tuesday night Magic stuff. They are on Tuesdays. They don't start until 7. So you think about, alright, round 3, maybe that's around 9 o'clock at night. Worked all day. Maybe you're going to be making a few more mistakes than normal, especially in Julia's sense where she's missed pretty much this whole season. She played a lot in previous seasons and had made it into the top 8 for the Invitational, but like this whole season, she has not played in months. So, you know, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt Not trying to intentionally scumbag people out of wins and stuff like that, but it, does happen from time to time with mistakes. So let's go watch Patrick vs. Lyle here.